Still plenty of time to come and be served at the refreshment center before showtime.
Popcorn, rich with hot melted butter. Steaming hot coffee.
Hey everybody, it's Deluxe, it's Friday, we're all stoked to be here, celebrating Pauper and all that good stuff. Got so many new videos and stuff for you to see, excited, caffeinated, got some sleep, finally, good stuff. Anyway, shout out, Disruption, thank you for joining us, nice to see you for the first time, I believe. Lando Zeus, back at you, Mike Man, always in the house, and Shirazaman. Anybody else out there, please give it a go. So I'm taking this out for a drive today. Boros, we've got the 4 of these, 4 of these, 1 of these, 4 of these, 2 of these, 4 of these, 1 of these, and 2 of these. Our removal package is a standard 4 lightning bolt. I love the old looking artwork myself, just the nostalgia. And for Galvanic Blast, we all need the breath mints, right? If you don't get that, check out our YouTube page, or maybe Shiraz can bring up the link for Galvanic Blast breath mints. That was I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago we did that one. Anyway, 4 Thraben Inspectors, 4 Glint Hawks, 2 Journey to Nowhere's main. We've got 4 Skyfishers, 1 Missionary main. I am not of the fan of playing a bunch of these. I play all 4 prisms, but I only keep it at 1 vial. A lot of lists will run another 4 of some cantrip 2-drop, and I just don't think the deck needs it. It's been playing fine as I've been testing it. I run 3 Strands main, mostly because we have this guy, and I like to prevent damage, and it auto-wins against Stompy. And 3 Screeches. In our sideboard, we've got the 3 Patrician Scorn for Hexproof. Yet another Prismatic Strands. Yes, I love this card. It's probably my favorite card in Pauper. 3 Lone Missionaries, all 4 Gorilla Shaman, sorry for the price tag, and 4 Pyroblast. Not a cheap deck, but it's going to be a lot of fun to play, and it has been so far, so hopefully I can last all 5 rounds here and catch up on the thing. Knocker Ding, good to see you, good evening. Thank you for that show, Razamon. Alrighty. So, anyway, yeah, this Sunday is going to be interesting. I've really got to pace myself because I do not want to overdo it on Magic. Been playing a lot this week. I'm going to play a lot today. Tomorrow I'm really going to try to mute it because on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, booyah, we got the old school 8-round gigantic tournament that's going to be coming out. So no, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to be playing, but it's been doing really well. So anyway, I'm going to join up here and go into the first round. We also did a little vid for color commentary. Shout out to those guys. They got a podcast that uploads on Sundays. So, you know, laying in bed, driving to work, whatever the case, give that a go. And of course, this has just been a thing for like the last few weeks with Magic. I preset all this stuff and boom. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. Going against probably the best Stompy player out there. We've got life, we've got early blocks. We're going to keep this. All right, I'll lead out with the Inspector here. Get myself situated here. Alrighty, here we go. I had an epic match with him about 2 days ago, and I was positive I was going to win. And he had 1 second left when he beat me. It was a trip. I was playing Gone Deluxe, and boy, it was something. All right. I'm going to trade. I'll just bring this down now. Normally, if I didn't have Prismatic Strands castable in my hand, I would probably chill for a bit, but we already gained 4 life, and you're going to see why this card shines against Stompy real quick like. Okay. I'm going to eat all 4 of it. I'll take it. A little worried about that Hunger of the Howl Pact now is a 4 count. What did I play this last week, guys? I can't quite remember. all the Pauper events are running together now, so we'll just slow roll this. I respect Stompy enough. I'm going to try to just hold back here. We'll get Prismatic in the yard, and the next turn we'll start drawing stuff. And Lando Zeus says, Pauper mostly. Gaining life is always good. All right. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, and in it comes. So I'm going to do this and this. Kind of an obvious block. Go from here and set up the favorite card of my life, Prismatic Strands. One-sided Wrath of God twice. I just love it. And we'll do it now. Respect the stomp. Boom, boom, boom. I've got, if any of you saw it, I uploaded last week. There was a horror promo we did in a response to just black mana, and it's kind of a video love song to Shirazaman, because he's a big horror fan and helped me out a lot finding it, and had a lot of fun making it. But it's really graphic. I put a big R warning on it and stuff like that, but it's a lot of fun. We poke a lot of fun at cards that just have reference to just black removal, Grim Harvest, Faceless Butcher. I mean, it goes on and on and on. The number of little private jokes you can make with black removal spells sounding like horror flicks. So that's what Hexerin. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Bum bum bum. So yeah, anybody gonna be joining me in that big event? I'm sure gonna be throwing down. All right, we got the 7/5 goodness. Let's see here. I'll get some more dudes out. Bum bum bum. Let's go like this. Float the red mana. Bring the dude back. That's why I've never played this before live. I was trying to get hold of Turbo Kitty because that there old timer was the creator of the darn thing. I gotta watch my time here. Good old Turbo Kitty 3000. He is not on very much anymore, but and yes, with the Prismatic Strands in the yard, we are gonna block this and force him to have it. We're still at 20 life, feeling okay. Juarez, Kunstfrasen, thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for chiming in even more. Alrighty. Let's go like here, 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 and here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Hermitfax, probably one of the best stompy pilots out there, and so I'm not taking this lightly. Trying to block early and often and get him hell-bent, and hopefully we'll be able to draw some more stuff here because this is getting crazy. He's got us, we're still at 20, holding out. I draw some cards next turn. This is when you do want that 4th Prismatic Strands. These aggressive hands like this. Alrighty. I've got 2 and 3 there. I'm going to trip this. Good times. I'll get the mana going here. Up we go. Probably going to be blocking with, what did you say, Missionary? Or double block with the Thraben Inspectors probably and start swinging for 4. I think that'll be the line. Go like that. We have a stance. Oh, a what? The autocorrect. Yes. All right. Yeah, and I finally got some sleep. Sorry for the last couple of weeks, boy. I was like May sweeps and all. It's a busy time in TV business. But so anyway, warning about the first trailer we're gonna play for Pauper. I mean, we're all adults. Hopefully, nobody's that big of a wuss. Has issues like that, but oh, what you gonna do? All right. I'm going to attempt to get rid of this darn thing. Double block here. Go to 15. And Zapatui. Hopefully this kills the darn thing. Yay! All right. So it's kind of stabilized at about 16. Looks like we got air attack and good stuff here. I'm sure he's got a handful of critters, but frustrating with Missionary on the ground, or it can be. Speaking as a stompy pilot. Lackerding says, it's a beach chair show, huh? Oh, Belgian pastry. I see. Yeah, I was watching the History Channel quite a few years ago. I remember they were talking about, I think it was the word croissant, meaning, that is a smart play, putting it on the artifact. Like this a lot. Talking about, I guess, the shields of the invading army and some bottom part of the fortress or castle, and the actual bakers and the cooks heard a ruckus, and they actually were the ones that alerted the army that, you know, some shenanigans were about. And I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. And then but the shield on the invading army was a crescent moon, and so they baked some pastry in remembrance for it, and it became the croissant. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm gonna take 4, 2, 1. I'll just swing over with this. I think we'll probably be able to race here. Hopefully we don't have another missionary, but I think I really want to block that here because we have the win as far as if I can just get rid of this darn artifact, but it shows you how flexible Stompy is. We will take that. Hopefully he puts it on this. Yeah, I underestimated. I've never underestimated Hermifax. He's always posting pretty strong, consistent numbers, and you know, when you play one deck all the time, you definitely have the advantage. But yeah, just the other day, I felt like I had this much hate against the guy, and this kind of stuff was going down. So yeah, it can get brutal. But like I said, I don't know why people don't play Prismatic Strands more. As noted here, it's free. It's so it's just invigorating to draw it. I love having it. Cast it. It's still there. We'll go on down. Hopefully I was hoping to draw some sort of a counter there. We don't want to see, I'm not quite sure if his list runs it or not, but what we don't want to see is oops, excuse me. Pay attention there, mister. But what we don't want to see is the 1/1 lifelink, just because it represents a different color, and we'll have to spread our resources pretty thin there. Play for 2 is at 6, and then we got dun 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 dun. However, if I flash it back now, we hit for 4, 6. Yeah, either way, I'll keep it in the yard and go from here. Well, alright, it says, hey Deluxe, what do you think of the Monarch version so far as to the Rally of Peasants build? I've given it a run for about, I don't know, 20, maybe 30 matches tops. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it is nice to have draw in white, and mine goes a little bit more of the grindy defensive route, so it definitely fits here. I do miss Rally. It's one of those things, you know, what to cut. I don't think it's correct to run so many of the 2-drop cantrips. I think that gets silly sometimes. I've been over that many times in the past with regards to just deck design. Remember when Turbo Kitty was initially building this, and we were going backwards and forth on the design. There were quite a few people out there that were like, you know, shoving 5, 6, I mean, upwards of like 10 cantrips. Look, I'm playing a spell that says draw a card, and then I return it, and then I draw a card that says draw a card, and then I play it again, I draw a card that says draw a card, and it's like at some point it's like, come on people, it's like, do something with the cards you're drawing. You know, there's synergy, and then there's just absurdity, and I think a lot of builds kind of get near that. So my 2 cents anyway. So I'm not quite sure. Does he have access? Can somebody look to Scattershot Archer? I don't want to disrupt the feed and his just latest build and all that good stuff. Here's our friends. It's funny, you know, some decks just don't draw certain cards, and this one just doesn't draw the Sentinel that much. I run 4 of them, but it's just weird. Just doesn't draw it. All right. Well, outside of a misclick, mistake, or something like that, I'm going to hold out here. And I've thought of running Cenn's Enlistment in this, one of my other favorite cards, but the mana here, you want it. You want a lot of it, and so far I haven't felt the need for it. I want to just kind of go air power with that stuff. So we'll block here. Call green. and get the win there. So up 1 against Stompy. That's the first. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's see, hope we see that phrase again. So I'm going to bring in my 4th strand. I'm going to bring in my missionaries. It's for a lot of goods. I was talking, I forget who it was on Discord, but he was raving about this. I only like this card, Alchemist Vial, against You Are Fiend and for early tempo. So I'm going to lose it here. I mean, you could argue there might be there'll be some Pit Sulk that's just out of control that I can't take care of, but for now I'm just going to go that route. We've got Journey, we've got Lightning Bolts. He has 3 archers. Okay. So I think we'll lose a Screech. And got the nice early blockers. It's not too bad just because of I'm talking about the Screech because we have so many other flyers that have bigger backsides. So the archer's not that big of a concern. So actually, I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to just get rid of these altogether. We still have flyer. We have 8 flyers, and they got tough stuff going on. So I can focus on meaner things here. So we've got some pretty hefty removal. All our creatures are white and playing the best card there is. I'd be happy to argue that till I'm blue in the face with anybody out there. So Monarch Boros is the deck, says Guilares. Yes. It's like Boros tokens with Palace Sentinels and cutting the Prismatic Rebirth package. Oh, Prism. I'm sorry. Yes. I think you have 2nd strands. Oh, he was right. How often does a deck burn out my opponent? Not very often, says ask the Polt. And here we go. You know, we've got mana fixing here. We're okay. Keep seeing better hands, but against Stompy, you might want to argue could probably bring out 1 Sentinel, but they're a nice big fat blocker. So like I said, I'm just worried about the opening like 4 hands especially with this deck because Hermitfax plays this extraordinarily well. Of course, he doesn't play matching land, so there's a ding against him, right? Couldn't disagree more. Nerd to the core. I don't know what you're talking about. We've got life, we've got flying, we've got mana fixing. All right, in it comes. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes blocker number 1. Yeah, I did, and we had the fixer in our opening too, so. Okay, Alex. Transparent as ever. And maybe I'll put a hack in the computer and I'll play Wrath of God and then all right, glad we gained that 4 life. I'll at least have the blocker. What I mean by that, it seems like you just show up here to just nitpick and then the first thing you usually respond back with is something about criticism, and it's fine with criticism, but it's just you're constantly it's like, why is your mouse over there? Why is this artwork here? What are you doing that for? Oh my god. It's disruptive. And if you're a fan of Pauper, I think you would just be a little bit more, can't quite think of the word right now. But I know I'm not alone on that. Gotten about a dozen emails from everybody wondering what's eating ya. Some of them getting pretty graphic saying, why is he being such a, and it rhymes with cartouche. I'll let you figure that out. Down comes the archer. All right. We're going to gain some more life. Try to burn this dude out. Boink. Now, if we can just live. What to take out? Probably Pointing Tree, yeah. Block there. Yeah, see ya. And by the way, everybody, make no mistake, he has a great article out. I'm not that kind of person that, if somebody doesn't like our stuff, it's like, It's no biggie. I'm just calling it like I see it. But he has a great article out about the format that we shared and posted and stuff like that. But that's just enough's enough. It's getting pretty ridiculous. And thank you for all you guys that have chimed in and been like, what is going on with Ullman? Not to ostracize or anything like that. Just don't know what the deal is, but he don't like me, so. Bring this back up. And criticism's great. Encouraged, in fact, because it helps me get better. All of us get better, but at that level, it gets a little ridiculous. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna call my chance. What's the term I'm looking for here? Little fight. Heyo, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. All right. Yes, I'm gonna block here. We're just trying to survive. Don't have it. Don't have it. Hedge your bets. Interesting kill there. All right. Now we really need something. Maybe I'll play Palace Sentinels and just block the damn thing, huh? All right. Now forget. We're probably looking for. Whew, this is getting nerve-wracking. He's hellbent. You know, if I play the Prism right here, we've only got 8 outs with the red removal. But if we cycle the cave, we could draw into a journey or the other one. So I'm going to do that. Boom, boom. Yikes. Not good. Here we are. Not looking good. Looks like we're going to game unless he draws a land here, but I doubt that'll happen. Let's see. We stand. Oh, thank you for that, Mike Man. Like I said, critiques are welcome. The Gatling gun. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'll explain that ad nauseum. Know where I stand now. No. Shoot. Land's not going to save us. That's not going to save us. 302 will still get... we're dead. Well, yeah, we're dead. Concede. Boink. Where were our strands? I only play 4 of them. Come on now. Yip, yip. We've got some very, very fun, cool promos in Little Fight. Thank you for the love earlier. I can't help myself with regards to the posting of, what do you call it, some of the videos. I just get, you know, you create something, you want to share it, and it's like, that's why I posted the horror promo last Sunday, because I was just like, gosh darn it, what's going on? Gonna bring it. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. To band. Dun, dun. Palace Sentinel. Yes. Little fight. Oh. Yeah. 1-1. Hopefully. Do you guys any notes here on bringing in and out? We've got a really good removal package. I think we'll win this one. We have 4 strands, 2 journeys, and 8 by the damage package. It's just yeah, I don't want to do much more. I mean, you don't want to bring in Patrician Scorn against Stomp because it's only going to cost him a turn with Rancor. And that's a really cool trick to always remember, too, if you're staring down like an Olmog's Crusher and you have Rancor. Click slowly. Make sure to focus on Rancor first. So, here we go. The Polt says, sideboard seems good. Good times. Let's try to take this down, baby. I don't know what I'm doing, trying to play a 5-round before a big, huge event on Sunday and going probably crazy with this grindy deck, but we'll see. Maybe we'll run in a burn here. All right, we don't have strands, but our mana's fixed and we've got early removal, so we'll keep this, and we can block 2. Like I said, him keeping a 7, it's like, gets scary. Hopefully we can respond to a Rancor and do something to the effect there. I got way too much coffee. I'm all... All right. All right, there's our friend. What do you guys think? Slow roll this, play the Prism, try to trap him with a Galvanic. If nothing happens, we can trip it. What's your guys' vote? Love the border at the bottom, says... Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Removal and card draw. Could be worse. What's the vote here, guys? I got 13 minutes to win, lose, or draw. Zap it now. Yeah, but we haven't really turned on our... we haven't turned on... Oh, we could Skyfisher and bring the mountain back. Kill it. Not in the end. You don't need to play Prism yet. Yeah, I'm not considering Prism. I am considering Skyfisher. Block. Anybody else for a vote? Let's see. Nobody? Going once? Going twice? You vote Fisher? Oh, no, not at this point, right? Freshen its breath. All right. Yeah, if he's got something that'll suck, but let's do it. Zap. Hey, all right. Did I play land? Yeah. God, I've had so much coffee. I'm just like, but if I fall over dead or something from too much caffeine, let my wife and kids know. I'm not joking. My father learned to be a pilot towards the later years, and he actually went into a death drop in one of his first solo flights because he had some just some issue with caffeine, too much of it, something, and it was like, oh my God. It's like, maybe that's in my future. All right, so we have this. It's not going to block with that. Let's see. Don't really have to worry about the Skyfisher too much here, but I do want to play it. I'm going to threaten that we've got access to more red here. Hopefully he's not watching. This way we've got some nasty fight in us next turn. That was another thing I was running into with the way my play style with Boros anyway, and the success I've been having with this deck is that, you know, against those early aggro decks, I don't want to really clog it with the 2 mana drops. They're great early to get, or later to get the draw engine going, but you know, then you really only need 1 if you've got the Skyfisher or any of the other guys to boot. So, oh, okay, interesting. Not that big of an issue. I guess it could be eventually, but I'm starting to come around at Gleeful. I've just still don't like it. I always try to cut it, but Armifact's a really good player, and if he's playing it, you probably should too. I mean, I know last week we ran Stompy, and we ran like I think all 4 of them. So too much of anything is bad. Rock till you drops. It's like, man, capping up too. All right. We'll drop here. Go from here. Hey, we're still alive. He's at 4 land. Garrison's in the house. We're feeling all right. Really like to have strands turned on there, but what you gonna do? I remember to favor our Skyfisher is kind of our win condition here, so it would have been nice to bolt that. Oh well. Going in here. Hopefully this isn't a Pit Sulk. I'm a double espresso man, says Lackerding. Nice. Yeah, every once in a while I'll get charged up with one of those. That's like that's one dense metagame. All right. Son of a gun. Well, we can't really block here too well. I'll go this route. I'm gonna cycle real quick. Boink. And then I'll return the mountain. Yes, yield to the Boros Garrison. There's a really cool YouTube video on the artwork of John Avon, and they talk about the infinity, what do you call, aspect ratios and all the other good stuff. It's a really good read. I like it a lot. All right. Or, I'll sit back and do this. Lackerding in the house. Hexerin. Golden ratio, yes. Hexerin, yeah, it was really good. Oh, card's bigger. Thank you for that little fight. Appreciate that. That's right, we're not playing elves. Thank you for that note, my friend. Alright, well, I'm going to block the one. And hopefully we can respond to like a Hunger of the Howl pack here. Boop. Anything. Do not want to F6 myself. Sin on Death, thanks for chiming in. I don't think I've seen you around these parts, or at least not chiming in. Thank you for joining us and exploring this wonderful format we all love, Pauper. And again, another warning, I'm going to be playing a horror grindhouse style trailer. My brother raised me on horror novels and stuff, so I have like no censor. I can see the most grotesque, horrible thing while eating dinner and not bat an eye. So my apologies if anybody out there is of, what would you call it? The, I don't know, the squeamish persuasion maybe. Don't like Wild Mongrel at all because it changes colors. All right, well, I think we're out of the woods on that. Let's zap that. Might be better to keep that for Mongrel, but we're going to start using our Skyfisher real defensively here. Only got 9 minutes. Squeamish, yes. Cap up, suckers, says Killer Tofu. Yeah, if you're new to Pauperganda, in the beginning we were always loud and proud, and so that was kind of our MO, was to yell everything because we were so excited about stuff. But oh boy, don't like this at all. Hopefully that's not on the Mongrel. Is it on the Mongrel? Or is he pointing that at? Oh, okay. Ooh, made it all nice and huge. All right. Yikes. Okay. Well. Yeah, we can pop that. I kind of like, might have vines though. All right, just a day of being one card behind, it feels like, doesn't it? I think we're all right with this. I'm going to drop the Prism. Yeah. And I'm going to drop this. Obviously grab the Sentinel. Later on we can undrop it once we have enough ground power, or if I stop talking and watch my clock here, and go from there. But Marvasio, hey, what's up? Good to see ya. Yeah, I'm of that thought too. So, you know, here I am bad-mouth and gleeful all the time, but it is paying dividends in this game. This would, I think, be kind of more of a wipeout if we had access to white early on, but he's really keeping us honest with it, and I sure hope that goes on the elf. I think this is a misplay. I would put that on the Wild Mongrel for the discarding reasons. And I never see people do that enough. Now, hold on a minute. That's... did he play a land this turn? Let me see real quick. No land, so nothing to worry about there. He could return one. Should give him 4, 6, 10. I got a block here. Might be kind of cool to block that one. I think I got a block there. There goes a forest. And there goes a Skyfisher. Ooh, yikes. Guy's living up to his name. Look at this. Ah, boy, that feels good. Okay. Drop it here. Get this back. Can't really play it anytime soon, though. And go from here. Boy, oh boy. What to kill, what to kill. Mongrels on the mind, that's for sure. We will block this. Always block the Pit Sulk when you can, because when those things get Hunger of the Howl Pack on them, there's nothing this deck has that can block them. I'd need about 20 Prismatic Strands to live through that. He's at 17. We've only got 8 minutes left. This is not feeling so good all of a sudden. Matthew V, yes. Thank you for chiming in and for capping up. Oh, any thoughts about Mickey Ruru's YouTube channel at the moment? Any thoughts about it, about the Nero-ish deck? I haven't seen it. Give Shiraz or Little Fight a link and have to check that out. Been all Pauper all the time here. I'm going to need to stretch my legs after this one. It's funny how often Stompy plays long, you know. Here I am at 8 minutes, and I swear these cards are getting smaller by the second. Come on, get up there. There we go. Always let me know if there's something I can do to make the show a little bit better, guys. I want to F6 myself there. Alright, so that's going to die. What's he got? Some Howl Pack? Yep. I got it. I hope. Now he's on to me. Not looking good now. So we'll probably need to get another Skyfisher and journey the mongrel. Yeah, he's packing his hand full. Out comes some more love. Uh-oh. Here we are. All right. Come on. What do we want to draw? Journey to Nowhere. Nah. Well, we can... That's not too bad. I mean, the Wild Mongrel doesn't have a Rancor, so we'll be all right. Like this. Draw some cards next turn. Remind me of the clue next turn, please. Yes. I often forget seeing that. Dun, dun, dun. I think we swing here. I'll hold back. Strands. Is there any merit to leaving up double strands? I just think strands represents itself in a mirror universe anyway. You always got the two. I'm just worried about that darn mongrel. This is when I very rarely like that card, Thraben Inspector, but I love it there. I'm gonna go like this, try to get him hellbent. I think Prismatic Strands, this is probably the worst case scenario. It's usually such a blowout against Stompy. It's single-handedly almost beats the deck. And since it's number one, I think if you're going to be playing something this weekend, you should have access to Prismatic Strands. There was a lot of talk on Color Commentary. They were talking about sweepers a lot, and if you haven't checked that podcast out, I just put a promo up for that on YouTube. Just a quick little shout out to them. You know, it's Pauper related. We support it. So, but they were talking about sweepers, and that's one that always gets missed when it's played right. Prismatic Strands is the best sweeper out there. All right. So we're losing lots of forests, keeping them hell-bent. Not too worried about the mongrel now. Black, slow down here. Let's say green. And we're fine with all this. Okay, I gotta shut up and play a little bit here because this is getting scary. Come on. All right. All right, clue time. That's the problem, isn't it? I can just kill the mongrel too. We don't have double strands, so 2, 4. Shoot. Let's drop this. There's our big hitter. Now, if we catch him right, we might be able to double strands here. Gosh, I just don't like our chances against that. Well, we've got to, though. I gotta watch my time. I only got 6 minutes left. Hopefully he doesn't return his forest at the end of turn. A lot of people miss that. It's going to be a colorful next turn, that's for sure. Boredom is a third win con, says Matthew. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's not me being boring. How does a teaching deck wins without timing out? Alright. Yeah, I should always been wanting to make a deck that truly just like is a clock deck. It's like this wins by timing out. Let's see, I'll block here and here. Not a fan of this play, but gotta stay alive, and you can change that darn thing colors. Tell you, if Wild Mongrel was printed in a new set, people would just be going ape about it. Wonderful card. I even got the chewing gum commercial. Wild Mongrel chewing gum. Changes colors while you chew. Discard your old brand for something new. Let's see. Don't know what he's waiting for here. Wait for me to choose the color and then you got me. All right. We'll say green. Onus is on him. Stuff is going down. This is turning around. 8-6. Ugh. I think we just take it here. Because we still survive if I let this hit. Oop. See, if we would have flashed that back, he could have changed colors one more time with the Ranger trick. So, Yoza, this is feeling way too close. We have a blocker. We have a flyer. Let's go. Got this guy, making sure not to jump the other. Here we are. Close to death. Prismatic Strands in the yard. Mostly for the Pit Sulk now. Hopefully we draw into something decent, like the aforementioned. See, right now I want to bring your attention to, if we had a bunch of these out here, you still only need one of these. So it's kind of a, I mean, I've already got too many in my hand right now. We're up against it, and this is not when I want to be drawing more of those, especially 3 or 4 more main. I just think that's a really bad call. Let's see. Chew those, then puke root wallas. Yeah, this is nerve-wracking. I'm glad that Sentinel has a big backside. Of course, he's going to be the monarch after this. Oh, Mike, man, I remember those shirts. Yeah, whenever you'd be sweaty, you'd have all these different colored armpits and stuff. God, the 80s were so awesome, but not for clothing, that's for sure. I see pictures of myself look like I was wearing pajamas going to school that way too. Pretty funny. Yeah, this is a really good play here. I think we're going down here, guys. That's 3, 4, 5. It just don't add up. Block here. Block here. Artifact's got my number. The second time in a row he's got me when it seems like I've got the crazy advantage. 3-4 is going over the top. I mean, we've got a Strands and just hope he messes up. He's not gonna. But if you're gonna lose to anybody, he's a good one to lose to. It looks like a win-loss matchup there. And hey, if you're gonna get beat by something, might as well be a Pauperganda classic card like Wild Mongrel. Steve Perry approved. Yeah, I just really needed to. I don't know how far away a Journey or anything was. There's a pretty nice answer. Of course, he was at, I think that Mongrel was at a natural 5. So we're down a game. But good news is I've got some cool new stuff to show you guys. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Keith Privet, New York Post. Is it true that many of the throwing stars used in the failed massacre were indeed throwing stars from your own collection?
The throwing stars that I use in my business were locked in my cabinet. It's this throwing star music and the throwing star sitcoms that are the real culprits.
Yes, Carrie Downey, USA Today. Is it possible that your son is emulating you by mimicking certain aspects of your profession?
Only occasionally have I taken my son on ninja raids, and I have never taught him to focus the killing chi of the forefathers. It is these ninja movies that are influencing our children. My son rented that Pat Morita movie, American Ninja 5. Pat Morita is the one who should go to jail. I'll pull the switch on Pat Morita myself. Ninjas don't kill people. Pat Morita playing ninjas kills people.
Sid Kidman, Newsday. Ninjas do kill people.
Get swamped with horror as Pauperganda Studios presents all the classic horror films from the legendary Patrician brothers. First, the 70s masterpiece, Howl from Beyond. Then, the fan favorite, The Faceless Butcher. Plus, the cult classic, Undying Evil. Followed by non-stop horror like Innocent Blood, Grim Harvest, Bloodseeker, Evil Presence, Twisted Abomination, and many more. A murderous mayhem marathon, Rakdos style. Don't miss Pauperganda's horror gore galore. Coming soon.
Deluxecoff's Wild Mongrel Bubblegum. Blows colored bubbles. Changes colors while you chew. Discard your old brand for something new.
Deluxecoff's Wild Mongrel Bubblegum. It's yummy.
Hey everybody, hopefully that wasn't too gory for any of you. What'd you think? Got the little ninja press conference of the Deep Hours there. About 40 seconds into the queue here. Love the dancing fatty and the tighty whities. Yeah, that's my favorite shot too, buddy. Knew it. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we go up against Burn or something that we can just have a nice quick game against, but brought to you by Singer Studios. Nah, Pauperganda Studios. Gotta get it in there. Flying package. We'll keep it. Don't really have much interaction stuff, but hopefully we'll draw into something. Just enough land there. Dukudo Kufrog is this guy's name. I don't think I've ever played him before. What do we got? Stompy rematch? Boggles. Alrighty. Hexproof, whatever you want to call it. Good times. Here we are. Yeah. I'll try to race him for now anyway. Point. Dun dun dun. Yes, I want to do that. I don't think I've ever had that much fun editing something Shirazamon. That was so cool. I asked Shiraz, because he's a big horror fan to find me a bunch of gory clips, and there you go. Hopefully it's I don't even know how many magic references I made in that thing, but it was quite a few. Oh, the Fat Man scene. That is from actually the Tarantino movie, Death Proof. They had these Grindhouse trailers that was actually called Grindhouse in the middle of their show. They were just purposely bad and gritty and awesome, in my opinion. And they had fake movies. They had one called Thanksgiving, which is just awesome. And then this other one just called Don't. It's like, if you think you're going to open that door, don't. And then it's like, that creak underneath the floorboards and you're going to investigate it, don't. And it's just all, and it's just obnoxious, ridiculous movies. And I just love everything about them. So, yeah, it's good stuff. All right. So my turn? Yes, it is. Let's attack. Go from here. I'll get our color filters fixed here, gain some life, and mix that up. Yes, Mike Myers. Love it. Yeah, the original Halloween was such a gem. They just that was a masterpiece in horror of how they don't show the villain, and now he's way in the background and blurry, and I just love it. Soul Hole. Jeez, guys. No targeting for deluxe. Yeah, I'm going to have quite a bit of stuff to take out here. Oh, we'll be all right. I'm just going to go sheer air power here and hate the tempo loss here without any of our aforementioned synergy, but maybe the life will mean a difference here. I think this guy's hunting for his white source. Maybe we can at least... I mean, we got a firebolt to the head if you think about it. Ooh, these cards are nice and big. All right. Got lucky there because we have a lot of dead cards in that first matchup. There's a win, but this is how the last one started, with a win, and now this. Dun, 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 dun. Clear out my messages. Anybody out there want to squeal or what do you call spoil what you're going to be playing on Sunday? So we're going to bring in all 3 Patrician Scorns. I'm going to get rid of everything that doesn't matter. I like to lose that vial very often. We don't have any enchantments now. Thinking of going for my last enchantment there. I really am. What's going to help us here? We've got this. We've got all our damage points at their face. That's good. So we lost the Journey to Nowheres, and we brought in Patrician Scorn. I think we're just going to keep it like this. Keep it ultra hate. Patrician Scorn, for anybody not, it's one of those rather than cards I love. It says, if you've cast another white spell this turn, you may pay it without paying its mana cost. Destroy all enchantments. We all know how much I like that because it's enchantments, not auras, and it grabs a lot of stuff that Serene Heart, I think it is, misses. Oh, anyway, totally thought you were going to say, anybody out there squeal like a pig? 4th Strand seems good. Yeah, if we lose this one, I'll bring it in out of sheer cowardice. That'll be cool. Yeah, I'll have to see. Nope, of course not. Oh, all right. Well, we've got the strands. We've got air power. Yeah, I'll keep this. Mana feels really good in this deck where it's at. It's always fun to play with people's feelings with regards to electrickery and baiting and stuff like that. Make them feel like, ooh, does he got it? Maybe he's got it. Who knows? Ooh, that's a pretty land. See if it's matching. It is. I think this guy might be color hosed again. A strange play to bring out 2 against a deck that you would think might be running electrickery. Huh. I'm going to get our blocker out. This time I'm going to return the furnace. I don't want the tempo loss here. Got a nice fat blocker. Who knows? I wonder if Deluxe had won the previous fast quitter. Huh? I don't think there was a way out of that one. Just got beat down, baby. What do I love? Galvanic Blast. Yes, 8686. Good to see all of you. All right. Prismatic in the house. That going down. We'll develop our little goods here. I think I'll sit back and not do anything. Crumbling Vestige is I went down to one of these main personally. I just if you've got the enchantment on it, it feels genius, but sometimes it does just sit there and just eat it. Let's see. I'll attack here. Dun. Yeah, that old, I don't know if it's just because I'm an old timer, that old frame and everything, I think that's just that knee-jerk response of having a lifetime of everything being, what's the word, well, just seeing like anything with value always tends to have that frame, so it's like that kind of like, oh, look at this. All right. I'll take this. Act like we're going to block. Hopefully we draw another basic and we don't have to just eat this. Alright, now we've got Prismatic Math. We'll act cowardly and hold back. Can take down that Boggle. Maybe. Depends on what obviously plays here. Yes, I am 8686 and I hope you are too, my friend. Very good times. Well, there goes our plan. Yowza. Now we are really, really, really needing our what is it, Patrician Scorn to show up here. Well, always feels good to get this in the yard. We'll do it now. Click nice and slow. I guess you could call blue here, but that would only take part of the damage. Get rid of this. Hexproof's a pretty safe bet too this weekend, I would think. Alrighty, watch my time. Quit chatting so much. What's going down? Let's see. I've already got that dude. Well, I think we play the Sentinels here. We're gonna flashback stuff anyway. We want to draw cards. It's our only way out of this is to draw some more cards. We can't really block anything, so I'm gonna roll from here and nibble in the sky. We didn't draw anything we need. Incoming sneaky move. It says Mike Man, Summer Magic was just a small print revised or something done by a different manufacturer. Aha. When you're hitting the back and moan. Oh, middling sideboard hate. Yes. Ooh, it's an interesting move here. Prismatic Strands not going to do much good here. Get greedy and attack with everything. Okay. I'll call. Oh, that was a mistake. Call green there. I don't want this guy to draw a card. And I'll block the other one. I should have done that the other way around. Kept my bigger back. I guess it really doesn't matter with 9 9s on the board, but never know. Sometimes they run electricity. We'll keep being the Monarch. Let's draw something. He's only got Rancor on one of these. Cycle. Oh, I can almost take that thing down, huh? It's at 7 damage. Regardless, we're going to need a lot of blockers here. We'll have to cycle that next turn. For now, this is about staying alive. Block, block, block. Yeah, well, I got the 2 blockers, so I'm going to do this now. And swing. I'll try to win still somehow. Come on, draw something. 5k land, what the F? Uh-oh. Here comes the white. Where are our 3 Patrician Scorn? 3, I tell ya. Many said 2's enough. I don't think so. I wanted 3, and this is how I'm being repaid? Come on now. Oh boy, that's all she wrote. Yep. Dead meat. Game 2. This is starting to look like round 1. We win and then we lose. All right. In comes the next strands. That cartouche is paying dividends outside of just facing off against black decks. That's good stuff. Should I bring in Pyroblast for the boggle? Joking. Alrighty, we'll lose 1 Screech. God, we got 3 Scorns. Come on. You ever think like you get a little, what's the word, superstitious, and you're like, oh, look at this. I'll move the Scorn over to and then maybe the computer will see it more. That's when you're getting desperate. All right. Fingers crossed. Let's hope for the best. Watch the language, guys, in the chat, please. Just in case there's kids out there. I know what you're going to say. Why are you showing this horror movie then? If you really look at it, most of that stuff's pretty campy and obvious. I think most kids would laugh at it, but of course I was of the twisted persuasion, so there we go. Not that good otherwise. I'm going to keep this. It's a risky keep, but we've got blockers, and I just want to be able to. It's just a friendly feeling knowing that I drew that. We will keep. And we're going to lead off with our planes and our inspector. Still not a big fan of this card. I get it. I know what it does. Value, all that stuff. I think it's the art. Just don't like seeing it sometimes. Crossing fingers. Anyone recall what the Monarch token says? It says the one who ruled willing subjects would need no such protection. By Adriana, Captain of the Guard. A card I should like more. I'm going to go here. Cycle. There we go. Got a blocker. What you gonna do? Bum, 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 bum. Of course, I couldn't say Adrian. I had to say Adriana. Anybody of that moniker knows well all the Rocky references and such? It's funny how foul mouth in English, but not in Spanish. Don't worry about it, J-Sig. I'm just, like I said, never know. I doubt there's any kids watching, but if they are, being a parent and stuff, try to PG-13 at least. It's fine to slip up here and there. I know I have. No biggie. Dun, dun, dun. What's this quit stuff, Lackerding? What you talking about? Come on, sucker. Oh. What do you put them on? Probably Armadillo, Cloak, and Mask, right? Well, I think I'm going to pitch the clue, drop the garrison, and be able to do stuff next turn. Or I could do that. I'll drop the garrison, turn this, and go from here. Keep one guy back to eat it. Still no Prismatic Strands. Got all 4 of them this time. First gave me... Oh, quit pretty quick. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Yeah. Emblems, also tokens. It's nice having so many of you in the chat. I got to relax a little bit more and not police the chat so much. And knew it. Knew it. Of course, we don't like seeing the that extra. I'm going to hold off on the whole killing all his enchantments thing here. Really kind of want him to go all in. Yeah. Act like we're gonna block. If it does nothing, we can. We'll try to kill something here now. Apocalypse style, yes. The format is great, man. It's always been great. I think it's probably healthier than it's ever been. Don't you guys agree? This is what we like. See, sometimes it's good to be patient. I haven't cast another white spell, so we're going to hard cast the Patrician Scorn here, but just in case he has some sort of trick. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Cast it. Bye bye. Zappo. No life for you. No creature for you. It's got a follow up. Oh. Pink. Alright. Party time. Call up the Sentinels. Alright. Hey, we won one. We're 1-1. Go right into the next one. That one didn't take too long. There's another thing that's getting me upset about Magic lately. This death screen just takes forever to come up. I played on another one the other day and it did it on the same, so I know it's just not my PC. You guys experience that too? Good move. Love it. Yeah, they tend to look like good moves when they end in a W, but I got nothing but respect for Irmafax, boy. I think if, yeah, look at that. He's got 10 trophies. I think I've only got 3. Yeah. Look at me down here in the slums. Gotta stop playing so much damn rogue. This isn't very rogue, though. This is probably tier 1.5. Just on the border of being 1, maybe. We will play. Hey, look. This is a really good hand. We like this a lot. I'll keep this. Being of the aggro persuasion. Well, there's different ways to play this, but I like to bring the Hawk out early. Just see what they got. Yes. A lot of times pecking in the air. Arch Naomi, thanks for chiming in. Good to see ya. Did you see the horror trailer? Is that why you're saying boo? Dun dun dun. Whew, let's see. Alright, we'll bring this out. Looks like Affinity it is, and I think that's going to end up being a good call because we're probably going to get in 6 damage with the Hawk before anything really shows down here. Going to really try to favor artifacts, but we'll have our Galvanic Blast Breath Mints at full power pretty soon. Dun, 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 dun. Already out, huh? Yeah, I should have zapped that in response, huh? I'm not going to wait for that to get big. Kit. Dead is dead. 16. Pum pum pum. I'll kill our graveyard here. I got a 2-for-1. Yikes. Don't like seeing that. Let's go from here to here. Draw a card. Galvanic Blast? Hey, better lucky than good. 2, 4. What do you guys say here? To blast the Atog, you'd have to lose 2 artifacts. What do you guys think? It's up to you guys. What do you want to do here? I've got to play Glint Hawk, drop Prism, wait around. Yeah, we blast. What's his best move? Probably the Frogmite and the Citadel to keep it alive. I'm seeing a lot of blast. Blast talk. Kill the Atog. Kill it with fire. Alright, 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 alright. I hear you guys. Pop. Kill it. Boy, that brought out the keyboards. Look at this. Getting inundated. Yeah, you got to respect the Tog. Now, I was real close to playing one of my favorite cards, Hollow. 1 white. You can bring that up, Shiraz, Little Fight, somebody. Who's going to be first? It's one of my favorite cards, but in the end, it's always best to just play Prismatic Strands. Kind of does the same thing, but... Oh, he's going to neuter it. All right. Hey, better on his turn than ours, right? I'm tempted to stay back and block with the Glint Hawk now. I'm talking about the Frogmite, too. Come on over. I probably will block with the next Glint Hawk. I'm not sure. There it is. That is a beating. But if you have access to white, you should probably be playing Prismatic Strands. But if you're of the frugal persuasion, as I have been often, then it's a very good call. All right. I'm going to drop Sentinels out. Just block with them. Hopefully we get like a Journey or some other good stuff here. Bird's paying a lot of dues here. Get with the program. Cap up. Yeah, Arch Naomi, you're one of our old timers. People from the beginning. Let's cap up, people. If you're offended, this is not the channel for you. If you think people are yelling at you, stop being a snowflake. It's all about exciting Pauper good times. Pretty cool artwork on this too, though. Oops. I guess he didn't think so. Palace Sentinels. All right. Now he's going to be the monarch. Then we're going to be it. Yep. Boy, this is one naked-looking affinity board. He's got enough to kill us still, though. There's another one of those culprit cards. Obviously better in affinity, but I've seen Boros lists running these, and the vial, and then there's the elsewhere flask and cards like that. It's just like, come on already. At some point you have to do something with your cards. 2, 4, 6, 8. Like they said in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? We're in a tight spot. There's another one that's good for this answer. Oh, what do we got here? Do they have blast here? Why you give up the monarch so quickly? Oh, I was hoping to block with it. He killed it. I got air power. We're just going to be trading Howling Mind effects. Huh. Draw some cards. Play some stuff. I think I kind of want to maybe block the Atog here and follow it up with a lightning bolt. What do you guys think? I want to hit again because I want to get the damage in there. Get my monarch stuff going online. I can cycle the step 2. Let's see. Cycle this. Yeah, I'm thinking of bolting that Frogmite. This will make things a lot easier. I'm gonna bolt the Atog now to draw on that. So you can play that game. And we'll see how much more this guy wants to lose. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there, Lando Zeus. What a cool name that is, by the way. Wow. He likes his Atog. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Bolt Atog. Yeah, that's right, baby. Well, I might want to block here. What do you guys think? Yep. Yeah. Well, I think he would have attacked with the fling there. Well, I'm tempted to block here. I mean, I do want to turn on. Yeah, we've got draw. Kill block. Blocking takes away a chance to get your monarch back. That is true. I'm gonna let it through. If he's got burn, I want him to point it at my hawk and not my head. Alrighty. Yowza. Yeah, this is when Monarch goes bad. Sounds like a bad TV show. Hopefully draw into something. Another Galvanic, please. No. Oh, we've got a blocker. We'll return our little trick here. So now what? First, let's attack. You guys think I should hold the bolt or try to bolt the Atog now? Put him in a pretty tight spot. I mean, it's probably just going to sack the Frogmite. Lando Zeus says, I chose the name back when I was really young. I really liked Star Wars and I really liked Greek mythology. The rest is history. That's pretty cool. Lando Zeus. Like, is that your MTGO name too? What do you guys think? Bolt the Tog? I think so. I mean, it's kind of like bolting the Frogmite. Bolt a Tog? Anybody? Going once, going twice? Sold! Yeah, Greek history is awesome. Man, that guy likes his Atog. Look at that. Wow. Ooh, I'd like to get that in the yard. Of course, Prismatic's pretty much always red against Affinity. Here comes the pain. Dun dun dun. I am really surprised he kept the Frogmite alive over there. Maybe he's just drawing lands that whole time. Alright, that's 6. Oh god, Galvanic Blast kills us here, but we got a block. 2, 4. If he trips that. Ooh. Instinct makes me want to block the Atog, but if we block the Forger and he trips 1, that will be 4, 5. Nah, he could. Still going over there. Yep, gotta block a Tog. Good advice. Boink. See how bad he still wants it. Of course, he will be Monarch, and he's got 2 furnaces, or I mean, 2 blasts still in his deck. Not liking our odds here. And boy, was I wrong about Monarch. For some reason, I couldn't quite, I wasn't getting the, I guess just the sheer, what's the word for it? Nomenclature down for the wording of it. I thought you, like when you become the Monarch, I thought for some reason that the Black Rose ability, like there were different kinds of Monarchs and stuff, because I never played that. So for the longest time I was like, why are people playing the Sentinel? And I was like, oh gosh, that's pretty cool in white. Just when you think you know stuff, you realize you're an idiot. At least I do anyway. Here we are. Come on now. Yip yip. Well, this feels a little better. What's the play now? Well, it feels like we're playing Affinity. Look at all our artifacts over here. Gonna love our next. We've got Blast Forger. Yeah, I like that play too. It's a good call for a lot of reasons. Gets us out of fling damage and other good stuff. So we'll zap this. Keep up our strands. Block the Atog. Maybe. Could still die to a on the stack Prismatic Strands. Galvanic Blast Breath Mints to the face. Dun dun. Dum bum bum. Yeah, I'm thinking of actually blocking the Atog. 2's no better than 4 against Affinity with their removal. Artifacts. Like Indiana Jones with snakes. Had to be artifacts. Yeah, maybe he goes Nova here. Oy, oy, oy. Boy, we don't have much here. I mean, we got 2 lands in our hand. Yes, I've got all 4 apes. What do you guys vote for here? What's the block? Deluxe goes ape. Got rid of an artifact monkey. Yes, enough about the sideboard. I'm trying to live here. I know it's a small order. I'll go with Alex's advice to block the Frogmite there. Boink. Hopefully it costs him 2 artifacts. I think we have to. We could block the Atog. I mean, like I was saying, 4 damage, 2 damage, same thing against Affinity, really. Here we are. Well, I'm just going to have to let this go. Watch, he's running Lightning Bolt. Some decks do. Yeah, we're dead. Let's play like we're not, though. Maybe he'll make some horrific error. Wish we could get rid of the Mer Enforcer. Alright, I'm just going to rock this one here. We saw the strands, but yeah, they're playing strong. Those good moves. Alright, off to the hatred. Love the monkey. Come on in, all 4. And I want some blocking life stuff. We got our flyers, got our life, got journeys. Now what to lose? We'll lose a vial. Thinking of losing lightning bolt. Well, we got 2 minutes here, guys. Suggestions? Maybe lose a Sentinels and a Screech. Yeah, he aggressively protect. Yeah, helps when he was drawing all those cards with Monarch, and plus he knew what was in his hand. You never know. Our opponent might have just been flooded and was like, "All right, I'll just keep tripping this stuff and looking like that." All right, I'm not gonna add any more strands. I think 3 main's plenty. Yeah, journeys are great. It's got no flyers. Yeah, but now it's like what to lose here. I'm gonna lose 2 inspectors. And it just kind of roadblocks there. You never keep Monarch, in my opinion, if it's good at getting out of the creatures. A Screech, a Sentinels, a Prism, and a Bolt. Nobody's going to chime in. I think I'm going to go roll like this and see what we can see. Dun, dun, dun. Arch Naomi, I just didn't follow up. Did you get to see our cool little horror commercial yet? Ninja press conference. Kinds of good stuff. We threw out a cool, well, it wasn't really cool. It was pretty basic, actually. Just a little shout-out love to Sunday's color commentary. I was really slow to arrive at that one. 2 hosts, just cool podcast. It's about Pauper. Go check it out. Good stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, when I first started playing Pauper, I remember just loving Shaman, but I would always put it out too early, and it's like, you always have to have at least 1 floating so you don't buy the farm with it. But Mox Monkey to the Soul Hole. Boy, you guys are coming up with them. Put those down on paper, and let's write the next Pauperganda commercial. Dunk, dunk, dunk. This is looking good. We'll keep this. Don't have Mox Monkey, but I'm feeling pretty good with this hand. Shoop. Boom, boom, boom. It's weird playing with lands this big. Here we are. All right. Come on, monkey. Woohoo! I'm going to slow roll it. Could eat it now. Let's eat. There we know. Yeah. Always tough. Mostly for the sake of the feed. Maybe I'll get a quick auto concession here. Affinity. Yeah, it's got to be so depressing in this spot because I don't play much Affinity, but if you do have, or if you don't have removal right now, it's just like, you just wait to get Stone Rained. Come down to the furnace and have a blast. Yeah. That was fun doing that VO. Get swamped with horror. As Pauperganda Studios presents all the horror classics from the legendary Bajuka Brothers. Come on. Floating blue? What's going on here? Oh, little Hydro Blast action. Perhaps. Alright. Chomp. If you're new to Pauper, of course, I'm sure none of you are. Why would you randomly find this stream that's so specialized? But shamans are good against affinity. More obvious words have never been spoken. Lando Zeus as person who primarily plays affinities. This is stressing me out. Chomp. Alright. That was a loss followed by a win. We're 1-1. Trying to get to 2-1. Yeah, I'm liking the sideboard. I mean, our choices here. I'm just in love with Lone Missionary. Gosh, one of the other things I've mentioned a lot in the past, though, and is Lando Zeus mentioned, one of my favorite cards against Affinity in most builds is a Bone Splitter. It just turns all your little dorks like Lone Missionaries into just even trades. Really good card. Yuck. Blech. We will mulligan. We will mulligan slowly. Alright. Boy, that's a yucky looking hand, isn't it? I'm going to keep just because of the journey. Our Hawks are dead. Ah, boy, this is a tough one. What do you guys say? Ship it? What do you guys say? This is a chancy one. I don't like these two Glint Hawks looking. We draw one artifact, good times, but we don't really have the... We could draw another monkey still. It's kind of a waiting around. Including the lands, let's see, we've got, and the clues. It's 8, 12, 14. Pitch it for a monkey, says Little Fight. Yeah, I'm going to throw this back. It's kind of a waiting around. What do you guys say? Got 1-1. Yeah, I'm going to pitch this. Alright, we'll keep this. You know what? I'm going to throw that on the bottom. I want to draw some more stuff that does things. Yeah, I was thinking that 8686. Wish there was a Gorilla Shaman in there. Well, we got one now. He's got his little citadel out. Little does he know, we're happy to slow roll because we don't have much here either. It's an affinity face-off. Boy, how many versions of this card are there? That's craziness. Well, Prism or Monkey or Skyfisher? What do you guys vote? Kind of want to get more out of it now that he's got access to the color. He can zap anything. Monkey. Yeah, I don't want to really drop the monkey. I think I'm going to drop the prism and pass. And make sure. All right, here we go. See, I'm going to try to have a magic drought. I doubt I'll do it because, let me tell you something, 8 rounds is a hell of a lot, and I used to get worn out. waiting all week to play them back in, I think it was like 2006, or it came and went a lot. Some of them just went on for days. But if you're not knowing what I'm talking about, maybe somebody can bring up the link in the chat. There is the new Sunday at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's one of those old school Colossal events, and it will be until they get rid of them. Every Sunday, there'll be like 8+ rounds with a top 8 and all that stuff. Crazy good prizes. Cost about $25 to enter, or a lot of play points. If you're like me, you usually churn through those instead of paying for Magic, but we'll see. Well, we know what we're going to walk into here, don't we? I'm positive he's got a Pyroblast in his hand. Or Hydroblast, I should say. I still want to wait on the monkey. I'm going to play this. Bounce the Prism. Play this. Bounce this. I don't know. My spidey senses are tingling. I know I'm walking into a Hydroblast there. Maybe I cut one too many frames of Galvanic Blast Breath Mints, but well, there's one down. Because what I want to do is really have that ape eat up at least a few. Yeah, that's a good point. Zap, bing, pow. Uh-oh. Here comes the pain. All right. Monkey, walk into Hydroblast probably. Oh boy, I play this way too much. Bet my life that was in his hand last turn too. I don't know what it is. It just, you get that feeling sometimes. We played a land here. Let's see. I have played a land this turn. Well, play this, draw the card. Play this. Try to get some little engine going here. Yes. I'll return this. I could still draw into another monkey. But like I said, I'm positive he had that, just the sheer mannerisms of how he was playing that hand. It's dead either way, and I think we got more value out of our early turns. It's looking pretty grim unless we go into a nice galvanic festival here, which is why I'm trying to get that prism back in play. Yes, they're plotting to kill me. I gotta live. I gotta live longer. Something's gotta show up. Come on, sucker. No a dog, no a dog. Big fatty. Yikes. There it is. Right on cue. See, I wish I knew. Oh. Actually, yeah, we play the Skyfisher, bounce a land, replay it when we've got Prism. Right? Yeah. I think that's the play. Bluff like we've got other good stuff here. And maybe he has a or the Mox Monkey. Not liking Monarch in this matchup so far. A little note to self. You go down to 2 or just 1 once you really mop up the board. Brutal. Yeah, that's kind of my hope too here, Mike, man. Maybe I just don't block. 3, 6, 9. I think it proves better if I just try to lose that. I'm pretty sure we've lost this one. We've got a lot of blockers next turn too. Yeah, I gotta hope that I'm just gonna roll like this. Come on, get greedy. Ah, slow roll. Again. Can't even zap it either. But I can zap the Mer Enforcer there. At the expense of running into a fling to the face. Of course, he's tapped. Doesn't have it now. Alright. At least we get rid of one artifact. Zap! If he had 2 mana up, I would not do that because fling's in the house. We've had the Thought Blast there. Alrighty. Hey, yay, yay. Block there, block there, block there. Take 4. And it's kind of the only thing we've got. Dead meat. Blocking bait. Gonna take 4 to the face and like it. Shaman now would be fun. Pretty grim here. Gotta respect the strands, and our opponent is doing a wonderful job of that. Block. Block. Oop. Getting grim. Oh, well, we know he doesn't have fling. I don't know if that would survive or not. It's kind of funny. We almost have to play the monkey just to block. How cruel is that? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Sentinels gets us nothing. Dead meat. Boy, we play the Prism, gets us nothing if we don't draw a land. If we draw removal, it's not enough. And the only play here is really the Shaman. I don't see any other way to live till another turn. Yeah, I think if they had either, they would have gone for it at the end of the, I mean, I was tapped out. No, nothing in the yard there, so. Depressing. Block here, I guess. He has a tight spot here. Gotta cast the strands. Of course, if he doesn't have fling or such, we can at least flash it back for the Forger and then chew up his lands, maybe. Yikes. Dead meat. We don't got a white blocker. Normally that's not a problem with this deck, but as our only red creature, synergy is a little bit lacking there, but we get squished bad. But we won one of them. And down we go. So we're 1-2. And we'll be right back after this.
New Tic Tics with almonds.
It tastes like chewing on a Christmas tree.
It's nutty, minty goodness.
9 dentists love new Tic Tics with almonds.
I wish it had root beer on the inside.
It will! An extra new Tic Tics with almonds with root beer on the inside.
It tastes like chewing on a Christmas tree with root beer on the inside.
I need butter on everything.
Then you'll love new Tic Tics with butter. Now with half the fat. And coming soon, Tic Tics with cannabis.
Not for smoking!
Okay, guys, get back to work.
Welcome everybody to the Mana Mechanic, where we try to fix anything to do with mana in your mana base. As you can see here, we have a simple hand, white weenie, kind of an old school style. Let's say we get Gitaxian Probe. The first thing I want to explain to you all is the importance of matching artwork, matching lands, etc. Permanents, basically. We have probably our most prominent card in this deck is this Plains. Then we have this Plains, then we have this Plains. A lot of you will already see a problem with this. If you get Gitaxian Probed and the person sees this, if they're really astute, they might write down that, hey, Don Hazeltine, and Chippy. Well, if your first play of the game is this, can you tell me what the person drew? Of course you can. They drew the Richard Wright land, so you know in their hand are 3 more Plains. So that's one example of why it's very good to have matching lands, because if the person does look at your hand with a Gitaxian Probe and they see 3 identical Plains, and your whole deck is filled with identical Plains, you play the Plains, they have no idea what you drew. Small advantage, but it can be a difference in competitive play. There's a concept I'd like to share with you all that has to do a lot with brewing, and it's called tracers. Similar to the military use of tracers, as shown here, mana can be used as tracers as well, or cards, but in this example I'm going to show you mana. So here we have 4 lands, 3 cards. And let's say in particular, this is a deck that has been getting mana screwed very often. So we're messing with the mana. We're going to leave these cards over here. We're going to look at our mana. We have mana, 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 all matching, excuse me. And here we have our tracer. If you'll notice, it's different art. This, as a deck designer, allows you to interplay it with your percentages, and you can tell when that extra land comes up. It's not a foreign theory on a percentage piece of paper, it's a hard thing that you can see. If your land's getting screwed, hey, that helped this hand. Maybe your next hand is 3 lands, and there it is again.
Now, we're not saying that the occurrence ratio of the tracer is equal to the change in ratio of mana to non-mana in the deck by adding 1 more land. Obviously, you've only changed the ratio by a small margin. This, however, represents a visual cue to help you see when you actually get that extra land, vice, or non-land card.
You know that because of that 1 land, you now have a playable hand. It's a good way of using tracers, which is just alternate artwork, or if you're playing in the paper world, you could literally just scribble on it, hello, tracer, whatever you want to do. I'm fond of using the word jackass. Anyway, that is a good example of tracers in mana, both online and in reality, that can help steer your mana base into a much more profitable direction. So the concept of matching lands really works online as well too, with cards like Gitaxian Probe, looking at your hand, seeing a variety of things in there. For example, we have 18 lands here, and if I wanted to add an extra forest to see how it plays out, I'd probably choose something like this. It clashes a lot with the other one, and you can tell when it's going to come up. It's a good example here in online of how this concept can work. Another great thing with online is this feature right here, properties. You bring up your deck and it shows a property. Pretty boring stuff, except for this, sample hand. This has proven invaluable over the years. As you can see, this is not a keepable hand. We've only got 1 play. Draw another hand, draw another hand, draw another hand. Wow, I hope that doesn't happen to me in real life. But as you can see, maybe we do need another land in this. Maybe we don't have enough, as this is telling us without having to waste somebody else's time. This looks like a slow start, flooded, etc. You get the idea. This is a very valuable tool online has, and I rarely hear people even knowing about it, and it's right there. I just don't think they're exploring enough. But it gives you a nice little option, and get your other pen and paper out and start taking little tally notes. Do 100 test draws. It takes less than 2 minutes. And then, the percentages are going to tell you what's going on there, and then you can start adding tracers, as we discussed earlier, to thin out your build fine-tune it, and get it just perfectly ready for a tournament. It's another good way of using the online experience to improve your decks. Hey, sorry for the long break there, guys. Had to get up, stretch, check on some stuff, check the mail, get a refill, not coffee. Caffeine's definitely not helping so far. Arch Naomi. We are down. We're 1-2. Doing pretty blah. Not feeling it. Yesterday I was really in the Boros mood. Today, I don't know. Can't believe we lost to Stompy still. Not a good way to start your day. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's hope we can turn it around and at least break even. Got to win out the next two. This isn't too bad. Our colors are fixed. Got an early play. Don't really know what we're up against, but we're going to see it, and we're on the draw, so I'll keep this. Bum, bum, bum. Who's excited to see Stranger Things, the new season? That's going to be pretty cool. Ooh, what do we got here? Burn, maybe? Looking pretty good. Actually, been editing a few things for Netflix lately. It's been a nice change of pace. Did the Santa Clarita Diet, the zombie one with Drew Barrymore, and then the new season of Daredevil. Did that trailer. Some fun stuff. Yeah, looks like burn. All right. I want to turn on our burn as fast as possible. Oh, I really wish we would have dropped a mountain there. Oh, well. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, some Rakdos brew. I've never played with cards this big. It's really freaking me out. Probably going to be pretty good for the stream, though. All right. Let's get our red on and get rid of that damn Alchemist. That's a pretty good card. We're playing against, looks like Month, Day, Year. That's a pretty cool name. Probably should have attacked first. Yep. Not that it would have really mattered much. This is when we're happy we're playing our 4 Lone Missionaries. Of course. The Mana Gods. They're against me, I tell ya. There'll be a Battle of Monarchs, maybe. Hey, there it is. I like Prismatic Strands in these Monarch matchups. Let's go. We got the Battle Screech next turn. I want to get rid of this before it gets too out of hand. Killing that's not going to do much. I can wait on that. Well, kill it this turn though. Yeah, we'll kill that too, I guess. I mean, he's still going to be Monarch, but drop this. Bring back our Prism. And pass the turn. Hopefully we can get in with this or with the Battle Screech. Just got to be wary when they're sporting the Rakdos colors. Oh yeah, I got a text regarding win losses game 1 and all that stuff. I really like when I'm designing a sideboard, and your knee-jerk reaction sometimes is to add card X, Y, and Z in this matchup. A lot of times, if you notice that you're winning 2-0 versus 2-1, it can fib the numbers a bit. Plus, just more accurate. All right. Chizo Pizo. Let's see. Let's see what we draw. No, let's get Strands out there. I mean, Screech. Flash it back next time and try to become the Monarch here. Gotta rule by numbers. Dancing Fatty, yes. Rakdos style. What was it? A murderous, a mad murderous mayhem? I forget what I said in that thing. But we did end it with Rakdos style. That ending room, too. I don't know. Shirazaman, what was that from? You probably know that just off the cuff. That blood room where that body just drops. That was just, ugh. I think that was one of those newer movies, the Purge or something like that. It was one of those scenes. Oh, boy, talk about a fast quitter. Maybe he's got nothing but lands in his hand. That was a surprise. Okay, off to game 2. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in the missionaries. These are right. I'll lose the vial again. So I'm gonna lose the journeys. Well, you know what? He's probably gonna. I'm gonna bring the journeys back in because that's probably a. What am I trying to say? Gurmag Angler deck. But now, what to lose? He's playing Monarch, so I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose 2 Sentinels, I think. Don't want to see him early. He's already playing it. We're probably going to peck him in the air, so it's kind of like he's playing our cards for us. What do you guys think? Okay. Lando Zeus, Speak of the Devil, Rakdos. I'm not sure what the last scene was from, but I'm not familiar with a lot of the new horror. Yeah. I put so many film filters and grain effects on this stuff. It's probably pretty hard to recognize anyway. I just love grindhouse style stuff. One of my very favorite trailers of all time, I think it was 2003's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They did a neat thing with the flash bulbs from the original sound design of the original trailer in the 70s, and it was so wrong and eerie sounding, and then to edit to it like this, just this pulsing, it was like, I used it at the very top of that horror promo. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, I'll play it again after we're all done here and wrap it up. I've got some other vids and stuff like that, but I've also been always a lifetime Upright Citizens Brigade fan. Got to meet them and had a lot of fun, and they're Comedy Central stuff. Probably see a little bit more of that. I'm always looking for stuff to freshen up the feed so we don't have to replay too many videos, or at least there's a few weeks or hopefully months between stuff. But good. Draw. Life. Boom, boom. All right, we'll keep this. Doop. Drop this. Under the Core says it's not a token much of as a game emblem. Yeah, it's funny you say that, Nerd of the Core. I was under the, like, when I first saw Monarch, I was like, can that be echoing truth? But nope, it can't. That is where I am the worst. Any sort of rules errata or stuff like that, I have to see it play out, all that stuff. I can't work out the wording of. I've had it explained to me a million times. Just there's something in my brain that's clogged that just says, I'm not going to learn that. I try to, but and my poor wife with grammar and stuff, spellings, a lot of times she'll just be like, I told you that 1,000 times. I'm like, listen, you, get rid of that alchemist. No unearth. No whammies. But yeah, if I don't use it all the time, you lose it. Especially if I don't really like it, then I don't even learn it. All right. I'll trade. Dun, dun, dun. Instant quit on Battle Screech, says Matthew V. Must be allergic to feathers. Nice one. Yeah, I remember back. I used to love White Weenie. Was one of the very first decks I played competitively, and then what was it called? Muck came out. MUC, just mono blue control, and I just could not beat it. And so it's funny now that it has you know, a lot of flying creatures and stuff have such an easy game against, you know, Delver and such, just due to that. Might be kind of neat to try out, what am I trying to say here? The Monarch in a tokens build. That thought has crossed my mind. Gonna get rid of the damage. Just gonna play the land and not do much else. A little bit slow here. Next turn, if nothing happens, we'll Prism to the Hawk and go from there. I just wanted to clear the board, get our land right. Who knows? Maybe if I cycle a cave, he'll quit. Yikes! Those suckers got to go down. Let's get some artifacts out. Double Alchemist. That's nasty. Well, there's one of our answers. Before we do that, I respect those things too darn much. Prism or Skyfisher here, guys? What do you think? Speaking of tokens, says Arch Naomi, have you had success with it lately? If so, what build are you on? Actually, I was just thinking out loud. That might be kind of a neat thing to do. Build the tokens build. But it's my initial response, though, is like, that's not really what tokens is trying to do, is sit there and play a grindy mid-range game and draw cards and wait stuff out. Kind of trying to do the keep them alive and alpha swing and gain a lot of life. But who knows? Sometimes you throw a card in something and it looks clunky and you don't like the idea of it, and then you just, when you put it there and you feel it when you're clicking around, you're like, wow, what was I thinking? This is great. They almost surely have removal. Yeah, that's a very good point. We'll drop the Prism. If you take the, I don't know if that's like a beard or what off this elf child, but it looks a lot like my youngest. That's why I prefer the artwork in this one. He's always messing around with light too. Well, that turned out to be a really good draw. God, one more artifact. Next turn we'll get the Alchemist. That'll be 3 down. Yeah, he's even got the Bolt in the yard. So our Glint Hawk is just gonna eat it. Knight's Whisper, refilling the hand. Rakdos style. That should be something I need to make a Grindhouse deck. Be cool if they let you mess with the actual card art and you can make them all gritty and play all kinds of junk inside of them. Dun dun dun. Alright. Alright. So we've got our mana set. One, two, three, Zapatui. We'll rock with this. Bring this back up. Did I play land? Oh, I didn't play land. Oh, weird. All right. Since we've got our mana so well fixed, now I'll bring back the cave. 1 life, probably not that big of a deal. We've got all the alchemists in the yard too, so. Mike Mann says, man, that would be sweet. Oh, the card art. You should be able to alter the art in the old client. Yeah, I remember that. There was a few videos on that. Yeah, good old Bippy the Slug. I think he was hosting one of the Gatherer tournaments for Modern of all things, and I had one of my rare good Modern outings, and there was the whole tournament. He got flustered because people weren't submitting their scores, and he threw the whole thing out. And I was like, "Come on!" I was like, "I'm finally winning at this." Modern's not the easiest thing to just jump into, but I think it was the downtime between clients, and everybody was bitching about there being no Pauper tournaments for a while. Dun dun dun. All right. Feeling pretty good. We've got some draw options here. But our opponent's got plenty of cards in his hand too. Nice to see Duress making a bit of a comeback. It's never gone for good. I think the most probable is the 2 of them. 2 of them main. 2 on the side. Seems to be the route a lot of people run there. All right, cycle time. Huh. That's pretty good, but drop this. Bring this back. I'm going to play this just so we've got flexible options here, depending on what we draw. I think we're just going to have to take some to the face here. Or I can get rid of the angler. Pretty sure he's got removal here, as mentioned prior. Well, that kind of makes me value the blockability of the Rager there even more. Firebolt's in the yard, not going to do much good there. Yeah, I feel that too. 8-6. That's why I've been really favoring a Prismatic Strand build. But it's not doing me too much good today, that's for sure. What do you think, guys? Block and kill it? Kind of dead in the water after that. Either take 5 or we take 4. I'm going to block this. I think he's got like Chainer's Edict. Time to pick things up and put things down. Later, Pauperganda. Hey, thanks for joining us, Mike Man. We'll see you next time, buddy. Pop. All right. All right, when I get through bad-mouthing this card, now it shows up and says, hey, look at this. You can draw stuff. Yay. No fun. Now I hope we get to rest. That'd be fun. All right. We're at 20. He's at 14, but we're drawing dead here. What was I saying about not playing any retrace in this deck? Yeah, I regret that now. Maybe one sends Enlistment over the Vial or something. I'm not sure. Sure learned a lot last match, though. That was especially, I think I really boarded in poorly there and got a lot of good feedback from y'all out there, so thank you for that. I learned something. I'm not going to block this. I'll keep it up as Edict bait in case. Let's see what we draw next. Maybe we should be playing Swirling Sandstorm. Kind of counterproductive, huh? All right, I think we won the first one. This is the second game, I believe. Getting used to this 5-round stuff. Boy, that first 1 or 2 of them was so hard to get through, but it's tough. Just a generational thing. I think my kids had no problem being on camera that long and stuff, but boy, not me. Come on, something. All right. I'll take that. Gimme something good. Let's play it again. Come on. Something. All right. At least our inspector can trade with the angler. Ugh. Keep that last one in our hand permanently. Just trying to stay alive here. Now we want to grab our little Sentinels. That'd be a nice beat stick against the Ragers here once we can kill this next angler. Hopefully he's only playing 2. Not sure about this list. Little Fight says, Deluxe, did you show everyone your experiment constantly relevant discard yet? Oh yeah, that was a few weeks ago, the Esper design. Actually lost 1 probe. Under the Core had some good points where I was just staring at it too long, waiting to play it sort of thing. But I really like it, but it's just not my style. Like, I've got to be... I don't know if you guys are like that. Sometimes like you build a new deck and you're so enthusiastic about it that it's almost like your willpower makes the first few wins happen, and then the second you're not too into it, it's like some high school girlfriend or something. You just kind of see you next week. Gotta make sure not to F6 myself here. We are getting bit apart by these ragers. Good grief. Oh god, what a kick in the crotch this is. Ugh. Oh man. Yeah, we're dead here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't F6 myself. If he's got another one, at least got to have an out here. Oh no, I just screwed myself. If he's got another Chittering Rats. I mean, it's pretty much over. I'm sure he's got a Firebolt or something here. Nope. Look at this. Alright. Dead in the water. 1 and 1. Let's see. Come on. Month, day, year wins. Seeing how many 2/2s he's got there, I'm going to bring in 1 Palace Sentinel. I'll lose a Strands. I'm going to keep it at that. Nope, not a wrap yet. 1 and 1. I'll just write Rakdos. I think they got the coolest sounding name, don't you guys? That sounds, some of them feel a little forced. Simic sounds pretty cool. But I don't know if it really feels like, you know, sometimes there's a really neat, I think it's a Brain Games on Netflix where they talk about the words, and it doesn't even matter what language you know. They would just show you an object and 2 fake names, and one of them had sharp objects and had a lot of K's and S's in it, and unanimously everybody chose that word should go with that, despite the culture or, you know, anything like that. And it was just a really neat experience. And Rakdos just, I don't know. And Gruul, that's another one that sounds like it. But Simic, I love that guild, but it seems like it needs a few more syllables to kind of have that condescending sort of like we're inventing stuff over here sound. But who knows? I have upgrade rack windows. All right. Yes, we want to play first. Good grief. What an ugly hand. 2 garrisons. Late game double. We only have 2 and I'm going to ship this back. 4 lands. All right. A little bit slower, but I will keep it. Keep. Oh yeah, we want that. Or do we? Yeah, we'll put it on top. Probably not going to see a Gurmag for a little bit, but I know Zeus says, when's the last time you took a creatureless infect for a spin? It was about a month ago. I think it was a wine evening. Sometimes you just feel like poking at things and seeing how long you can stay alive. That's probably the best way to say it. I'll develop here. All right. Good times. With the nice slow mana bases going here. Yeah, I definitely won't be playing Stompy on Sunday, though. It's just, it got too big of a target on its back. I'm going to favor this just because of Firebolt. Drop this. Return this. Go from here. Oh, that's great, Lando. Yeah, I like playing it. Sometimes, you know, you just feel like a jerk. And sometimes you just want to, you know, play a deck that kills everything, or, you know, or I feel just really like sinister and sneaky, and I just want to, you know, I'm going to see if I can pull off any games with creatureless infect. And if I've had too much wine after that, then it turns into like, what the hell am I thinking? Why am I playing this? And all that good stuff. All right, let's go play this. I'm just going to start zapping stuff. Get out of here. All right. Boop. Bam. Whoo. Hopefully he's off edicts. Yeah, it's kind of got to be tough when you see battle screeches and stuff to keep in things like edict. Maybe he took those out and we're kind of safe here except for respectable damage. Okay. Not really caring about that. Now is about the time I want to drop those Sentinels because of the nice big fat backside in our double removal package and our battle screeches. So those are my favorite nights, says Little Fight. Yes, we haven't had one in a while. Maybe tonight we'll do it. Eh? Understandable. Nice to see you empathetic about it. Okay, not too worried about that. Oh, careful, careful. Here we go. Alright. I'll show you a tremor. Anybody get that Goonies reference? Here we are. Come on, suck it. Palace Sentinels feeling real good in this matchup. Alright. I think we're going to play for 3-2 next round. I think we got this one. Famous last words. I'll kill you. Yes, that's the problem of being the narrator here. I've always got to explain that. Little Fight Night's famous phrase. If you've been with us since the beginning, we sometimes when we've had a little bit too much and we're hydroblasted, as I like to say, we'll sit there and whenever you see some little nefarious pause in the game or something, and over Skype I'll hear this. Well, it starts off with "I'm gonna kill ya," and it's like, all right, bring it. And then after a few hours, the slurs get worse and worse, and then it turns into, "Oh, yee." It's like some Cajun drawl or something. Can't understand a word, but that's why it's so fun. Terminate. One of the worst cards that people often play. I almost think it's always better to play something else. The inflexible mana there. But the only argument I think is maybe a it's good at Guardian of the Guild pack, stuff like that. Alright. Time to get real, sucker. He's already played his Bog. We'll see the next one coming for a while. We'll bring this back. Drop this. Feeling good. Hopefully he's got a bunch of edicts. I was just saying why he probably doesn't, but we shall see. Good to have you back with us, Arch Naomi. It was quite a few weeks there. We were like, where is she? Got to keep the chromosome count balanced, man. Too many guys in this game. Maybe am I getting the chrome dome? My little shiny. Hopefully I'm not blinding anybody. Come on, MMDDYYYY. That's our opponent's name. Ooh, look at that move. That'll teach us to overextend. Actually, it won't. I'll do it gladly again. Nice. Echoing Decay. If I keep in mind, if you're new to that card or playing any sort of mass effect, if I can bolt the target, then all of my other guys live. Pretty cool little trick. A lot of people don't get it. Don't get. Even with me here, I'm pretty sure the count isn't balanced. Yeah, we'll pretend you represent many. I sure wish I could get my wife to learn or play this game. I mean, she knows the very basics, and we've played maybe 3 kitchen table matches up with her, but she's so competitive, she doesn't want to, I don't think, start a game that I've got that big of a lead on, but who knows. We play backgammon quite a bit, but we have our own house rules. That's a lot of fun. All right. Gonna attack first. Lackerding says, my wife hates to lose. Yeah, mine's awfully competitive too. That's why we love them, right? Be no fun to be married to a pushover. Okay. Let's get rid of this. What do you guys vote here? Journey or Skyfisher? Yeah, most of it probably just a human thing. But there are sometimes you play people and they just don't emit any sort of like, it's like, God, talk about losing the passion for the game. Journey says, Kunstfreisen. Probably my favorite watcher's name to say, Skyfisher. Skyfisher it is. Hey, I didn't see this line of play here. I'll bounce this and then draw a card. I was worried about the clunkiness there, but let's see here. Cycle. All right. Draw a card. Woo! Starting to get into the feels unbeatable realm here pretty quick. I'm drinking a beer called Skyfisher. No way. Lackerding, you got to send a picture. Pauperganda@gmail.com. I want to see that, and I want to put it on next week's show, buddy. What was your thought process build on this version? Did you feel like Boros Kitty was an appealing shell for Monarch, or is this mechanic just meant to utilize the deck, says Matthew? Actually, Nerd of the Core had that really cool article that we linked that was just kind of a great rundown of everything with the format. And he's probably on Electrickery here, thinking maybe. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, at least we keep Monarch. But, and I saw it, and there were just some changes I thought would make it better. And it's working really good. I mean, we've that Lost to Stompy still haunt me, so I think we should be about 3-1 right now, but not the best pilot of it. I mean, still kind of new to it, but always trying to look to keep it fresh. I mean, if I play elves every week, it'd be a pretty boring feed, right? Okay, let's slow roll this a bit. Remember what I was saying about this feeling really good? No, it doesn't. At least we're going to be able to we'll slow play the Battle Screech. Wait for the bog to appear again. Open up the graveyards here a bit. That's a Journey to Nowhere target. I'll trap that because I can always bounce it. Yes. The worst thing about playing Rakdos, if you do pilot it, is, boy, if anything is spelled enchantment, you just lose. It's really that simple. There's nothing you can do about it. Maybe turn it into a creature and then use that donate red spell. I mean, you got to go about 4 or 5 cards deep, get a lot of junk going. Opponent's at 11. All right, let's turn this stuff on. Gain some life. All right, card size going down just a bit. Come on. Interface. Wake up, please. Oi. Oh, all right. So we're 2-2. Here comes the last round. Let's go. See what we get. Go over the deck list here real quick, too. Yeah, this was actually Ullman's suggestion on what to play this weekend. Plus or minus a few tweaks, just, personal preferences and stuff. I really hated seeing 4 vials in it. We already see how often we're clogged with the prism in our hand. You usually only want 1 to play the bounce shenanigans or to fix your mana. So I'd probably lose 1 and add the retrace Cenn's Enlistment in the place of the vial. I think 4 prisms is fine. Like I was saying, you just got to be really wary of that draw a card that says draw a card to draw a card that draws a card. It's like, get to the point, do something. All right. Yuck, no lands. Mulligan. Almost all lands. Ugh. But we can draw. Don't know what we're up against here. You guys think I should keep or ship? Lackerding says, we all learn German, French, and English in school. Oh, God, that would be so hard for me. I am atrocious. Always have been with languages. I'm lucky to know English, and I'm so thankful that the whole world knows it, too. I don't speak nothing. A little bit of sign language, but... This is late or flooded. I'm going to mulligan this. Alright, I'll keep this. Put this on top. And since we know our mana is going to be fixed, I will cycle. Maybe. Yeah, I agree. I think Magic such a master stroke them hitting. Hey, maybe we'll get a... Oh, that was the one we won. So we're rounding it out with hexproof. Let's cycle this. Very, very, very happy to see Prismatic Strands in this matchup. Some beautiful art. Never really looked too closely at that. I tell you what, playing Magic has made me a hell of a lot better Scrabble player. There's some words I'm like, I think that's a word, and somebody will challenge, and sometimes I don't know the definition, but gosh darn it, I heard it somewhere, and it's always this game. I think my vocabulary went up about 30% when I started learning this. It's just very rare that they just come up with a word. They're usually pretty well-intentioned. Or real world, I should say. What I do miss is the flavor text. I miss when it used to have real world references, you know, like Shakespeare or Edgar Allan Poe and stuff like that. Wonder why, anybody know out there why that went away? Maybe there was some legal thing. Yeah, there's going to be a quick one here. Oh, I wish I could target that. I'll try to at least nullify a bit of the life here. Boink. Not good, not good. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be like that? Oh well. I think we're gonna drop this one. And if, by all means, if you see me playing on Saturday, shoo me away. Send me a private message and say, hey, take it easy, because I will get burned out. Usually I don't play much on Sundays, and then playing for like 8 hours. It's hoping I do good, but I've had a lot of success with some of my builds, including this one. I only took this out one time. I went 4-1. As it seems to always go that way, but I'll hand this one to him. I know what that one feels like, and Stranglehold. Now we bring in our Ultra Hate, write down the loss. Accept defeat. 3 Scorns come in. Journey to Nowheres go out. Alchemist Vial goes out. Hate that card. Never like seeing it. Okay. I want to bring in another Strands. I don't want to... This can come down to kind of a nail biter there. Maybe I'll lose 1 Sentinel. We've got the Scorn, we've got the Screeches. Got our mana fixed. Early on, we've got this. I'll just keep the 1 Missionary. I don't think we need much more than that. Alright. We'll go from there. Come on, deck, says Lackerding. That's right. Hopefully. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's summertime now out here in LA. Officially, beaches are starting to get pretty backed up already, and best thing is work gets a lot easier, so you won't see as many bags under my eyes. We've got Prismatic. We don't have our Hate. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Probably thinking too much on this hand, but... Hey, buddy, I'll see you later, says Little Fight. Alrighty. Have fun eating those burgers. We got to make a commercial about burgers. Anybody got ideas? I'll see you online later, hopefully, buddy. Thanks for joining us, my friend. We'll keep it. Ah, yeah, Shiraz, I wish I was there, man. You know me in the dark weather. All right. Got all the old timers in the house today. I love it. All the old originals. All right. I think setup. Well, set up the flyer, set up Prismatic, set up what? I'll set this up. Okay. Set this up. Point. Here we go. I don't really like Electricity in this build either. Get to the problem. I want to get this out there so I can start blocking. Yeah. Darn it. Sure, we'll go like this. Pig trinket burgers. That's a good one. Nice. Uh-oh, he's got white. No enchantments out yet. No attack for you unless... Yep, of course. Okay. Darn Prismatic Strands. I need another source of white and quick. I don't think there's a combination of stuff. You had famous last words with hexproof, right? I want to get out our... yeah, I'm going to play the Prism, play the Glint Hawk, and then we'll have a double block pro green next turn. I think that's the play. That's what I'm going to do anyway. Did we play land? Let me look. Yes, I played a land. Okay. Always yield. Yes, I want to return artifact. I'll return this one. Yeah. And attack with these two. Last round. Hopefully we can pull this one off. Hopefully we draw some of our hate. We've got blocker for days. No, it might be worth it to just attack and pro-green this... pro-green it, man. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to go that route, at least for the next few turns. He doesn't have an Armadillo Cloak yet, so... Famous last words. See, there's that vestige problem again. That's why I went to just one of those. What a strange play. Huh. Yeah, I'll let it through. We've got 8 to the face. And we'll pop this. Oh, all right. So there's a win. Now we're playing for our break-even lives. Come on, 3-2. One more. Double blast. Yes, thank you for that, Shiraz. And I'm glad you said that, because I'm getting a little hazy here. I'm just like, been sitting here a little too long, a little too still. And our hate didn't even show up. Isn't that amazing? We have 3 of these and quite a bit of draw, and double mulligan, and we don't see it, but pretty cool artwork there too. All right, let's go. Boop, ba-doop. It does feel patently unfair when you have double galvanic and all this stuff going. It's like 1 mana for a fire blast. It's like, good lordy, that's some good times. Oh, maybe I do need coffee. Wake back up. We've got the hate. All right, the hate is great. Wonderful hand. We'll keep it. Other than that, there were only a few scenarios where I would have been the one on the draw. Certain matchups. Oh, yeah, playing the Reanimator. All right. We'll get our early blocker in here. Yes. Here we go. Hey, real life question out there, guys. Does anybody have a really good way of cleaning car windows on the inside? Something that's really worked for you? That's a strange thing to ask you, but my oldest is driving our beat up car, and God, it just looks like party windows on the inside, and I'm trying to think of a good way to do it. Let's roll with this. I'm gonna hold off. 2's not worth that if he doesn't have it. Oh, there I go. Here comes the pain. Newspapers, yeah. You know, it's funny. I knew that was going to come up. My mom said that too. I have some sort of weird, the opposite of affinity. I just this almost an allergic reaction to touching newsprint. I just really hate it. Feels like I'm chewing on styrofoam. My kids got it too. It must be a genetic thing. Boy, it's going to be over quick if we don't do something about it. Boy, oh boy. I don't know if we've got any instant answers here. Yikes. We're going to be dead pretty quick if this keeps up. I got to keep that back to block. Free white spell maybe, and then we can cast Scorn. I might have to block and try to survive this, so I'm going to not attack. Might be over here. Oh, what was that, Matthew? Oh, Pig Trinket. Yeah. One of these days, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll have to get around to playing that. 10 don't kill me. But the trample might. Oof, jeez, oh, Pizzo. Well, blocking here is not going to do jack. I'll be at 4. Got a 2. Ooh, that trample. Boy, that tempo of the Hawk really cost us, because we could have hard cast the Scorn there. Yeah, Trinket's probably not a bad idea for Sunday. I mean, that's a very flexible deck. That, you know, what, Bugs and Pigs, is that what you're talking about when you say Pig Trinket? I think that's how I would interpret it, but who knows? And number of names. Oh gosh, are you kidding me? We're gonna lose this. I can't play a white spell here. Look at that. I can pretend to have Strands. That's not gonna do much. Oh man, 1 mana. Gotta love the drama. Bugs and pigs. Pigs and bugs. Yeah. I gotta try to reference that in some sort of spoof commercial. Got bugs and pigs? Pigs and bugs? Bring them on down to the such-a-such warehouse. I'm gonna do this just like he's gonna not run into a prismatic, but I wish we had it. We've got our hate. But boy, did we time that wrong with Glint Hawk. Oh well. You know, it's really about time. I can do something to at least save face a little bit. I wish that was a white spell. Then we just go whop. The trample would still get us. And we won Hex, and now we lose to Hex. And it was all that first turn tempo of that Glint Hawk. We didn't know what we were... yes, we did know what we were playing against. This is the third game here. We lost, then we won, and now we're going to lose. So we went 2-3 with this. Really like it. It changes, and I'll make them right now. I would get rid of this and add in Cenn's Enlistment. Oops. Cenn's Enlistment. 8. Darn apostrophe forgetfulness. I'll just type in Cenn. How's that? There we go. Cenn's Enlistment. We'll add 1 of those to this right now, which will stop. Good grief. Not 3 of those. Program's acting really slow. Really like the sideboard and where everything went. I don't really mind Electrickery just because of the tricks we have against Hexproof and just the sheer nature of Prismatic Strands being able to block all the good stuff. If I was going to play anything, I might bring in Holy Light of all things. Noticed end of turn tricks with that. When you're going against Delver and Counterspell decks, that seems to be the way to do it. So far for me, my playstyle, that sort of stuff. When I have 1 mana answers, a lot of times they're greeted with you-know-who, the Spell Stutter Sprite, all that good stuff. So anyway, but hey, you know, we've been having some pretty good outings here, so it's about time we do poorly. But anyway, thanks for joining us. I got 1 or 2 more commercials to roll too. I'm going to play the horror trailer, so don't go anywhere. And if you have any little kids around, hide their eyes, because it's pretty graphic, but it's fun, graphic cheesiness. Thanks for joining me, us, all this good stuff, and all this stuff. If you got cool pictures, Pauper related, anything, send them to pauperganda@gmail.com and all that good stuff. Anyway, guys, we will see you next week, and wish me luck on Sunday. And for all of you that are going to be joining me, hopefully we don't face each other and you have good luck too. Deluxekoff out.
Magic of Yavamaya, now in your kitchen. Mutani spaghetti, the only noodles.
Get swept with horror as Pauperganda Studios presents all the classic horror films from the legendary Patrician brothers. First, the 70s masterpiece, Howl from Beyond. Then, the fan favorite, The Faceless Butcher. Plus, the cult classic, Undying Evil. Followed by non-stop horror like Innocent Blood, Grim Harvest, Bloodseeker, Evil Presence, Twisted Abomination, and many more. A murderous mayhem marathon, Rakdos style. Don't miss Pauperganda's horror gore galore. Coming soon.
Like Pauper? Then you'll love Color Commentary, the weekly Pauper podcast for all Pauperganda nights. New episodes every Sunday.